The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Chapter 9, Wicked Witch of the West.
Which road leads to the Wicked Witch of the West?
Asked Dorothy politely as they left the Emerald City.
There is no road,
Answered the gatekeeper.
but if you want to find the witch, it is easy. Go west to the land of the Winkies. There the witch will find you and make you her slaves.
We won't become her slaves.
Said the Scarecrow.
We plan to destroy her.
Oh, that's different.
Said the gatekeeper.
But no one has ever destroyed her before, so I thought she would make you her slaves.
They walked all day. The land became scarier as they went west. That night, Dorothy, Toto, and the lion rested on the grass while the Scarecrow and the Tin Man stood guard. From her tower, the Wicked Witch of the West used her magic to spy on Dorothy and her friends. The witch was angry to see them so near. She took a silver whistle from around her neck and blew it once. Soon, a pack of evil-looking wolves gathered around her tower.
No!
The witch screamed.
Tear them to pieces!
Do you hear that?
Asked the Scarecrow.
Yes, it sounds like wolves.
Said the Tin Man.
Get behind me. This is my fight.
The wolves leaped out of the mist, and the Tin Man struck each one down with his axe. The next morning, Dorothy was quite scared to see the pile of dead wolves.
Don't worry.
Said the Scarecrow.
We will protect each other.
From her tower, the witch was also looking at the dead wolves, and the scene made her angry. This time, she blew the whistle twice. Soon, a giant flock of crows darkened the sky.
Go!
Screamed the witch.
Peck out their eyes and tear them to pieces!
The crows immediately flew toward Dorothy and her friends. The Scarecrow saw the crows coming and ordered,
Lie face down on the ground. This is my fight.
The crows were scared when they saw the Scarecrow, but the King Crow said,
He is only made of straw!
The King Crow flew at the Scarecrow. But one by one, the Scarecrow caught and killed each crow. When he was done, he said to his friends,
Get up. I have won.
From her tower, the witch watched, and she was furious. Again, she took out her whistle, and this time she blew on it 3 times. A swarm of bees appeared.
Go!
Screamed the witch.
Sting them to death!
The bees flew east.
Look,
Said the Tin Man.
Bees!
quick. Cover Dorothy and Lion with my straw.
Said the Scarecrow.
The bees won't be able to sting them.
The bees came and found no one but the Tin Man, and of course they could not sting him since he was made of metal. The witch was now a little worried. She had already used many of her most powerful weapons. She had only one weapon left. She opened her closet and took out a golden hat.
This is the last time I can use you!
Said the witch. Then, in a strange voice changed by the magic of the hat, she shouted,
By my command!
Soon a flock of winged monkeys circled her tower. The largest monkey flew to her and said,
What do you command?
Go and destroy them all!
Said the witch.
Except the lion. I want to make him my pet.
The winged monkeys did as she commanded. One group grabbed the Tin Man, carried him high into the sky, and dropped him onto some rocks. Another group pulled the straw out of the Scarecrow, scattered it, and then placed his clothes in the tallest tree. A third group tackled the lion, tied him with ropes, and brought him to the witch. But they did not harm Dorothy.
We cannot harm the girl.
Said the largest monkey.
Bring her to the witch. She will deal with her.
The monkeys took Dorothy to the witch's tower and then disappeared. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Chapter 10, At the Witch's Tower. The lion was the witch's slave, but he was not cooperating.
If I cannot ride you like a horse,
Called the witch.
then I will starve you. Serve me or die. It is your choice.
The lion roared loudly and leaped toward the witch.
Maybe you'll change your mind.
She said,
I will come back tomorrow.
Come into this yard and I will bite you.
said the lion to the witch. The lion wasn't worried about starving because he knew Dorothy would bring him food. Dorothy was the witch's slave, too. And every night she sneaked out of her room and into the kitchen to steal food. She took the food to the lion, and the two of them talked about their troubles. The witch was unhappy. The lion refused to serve her, and Dorothy still wore the silver shoes.
I must get those silver shoes,
said the witch to herself. Dorothy never took the silver shoes off, except when she took a bath. Luckily, the Wicked Witch was too afraid of the water to go into the bathroom. The witch spent most of her time thinking of a way to steal the silver shoes. Finally, she had a plan. She took an iron bar and made it invisible. Then she placed it in the middle of the kitchen, and she waited for Dorothy, who was busy working, to walk by. Dorothy had many things to clean, and she was carrying 2 big buckets of water. She couldn't see the invisible bar, so she stumbled over it. She didn't fall, but one of her silver shoes came off. The witch grabbed it and put it on.
Give me back my shoe,
shouted Dorothy.
I will not,
replied the witch.
It is my shoe now, and not yours.
Toto ran over and bit the witch as hard as he could, but the witch did not bleed. She was so wicked that her blood had dried up long ago. The witch hit Toto hard with her broom. This made Dorothy angry.
Evil witch!
She screamed. In her anger, Dorothy picked up a bucket of water and threw it at the witch. The water soaked the witch from head to foot.
No!
Screamed the witch.
Not water! Look what you have done! I am melting!
Dorothy could hardly believe her eyes. The Wicked Witch was melting, just as sugar melts in water. Dorothy was still afraid, though. She took the other bucket of water and poured it on the bubbling heap.
My shoe!
said Dorothy. She picked it up, dried it off, and put it back on. In the distance, Dorothy could hear Toto barking.
Why is Toto barking?
asked the lion.
He is happy,
answered Dorothy.
because the witch is dead.
Dead?
asked the lion.
Yes, she melted when I threw the water at her,
answered Dorothy.
I washed her wickedness away.
The lion was pleased, and he was happy to be free. Toto's barking brought the Winkies into the castle.
You are free!
Shouted the lion.
Just like me!
The Winkies immediately began to sing and dance, for they had been slaves for many years.
I wish our friends were here to see this,
said Dorothy sadly.
Let's try to save them!
Said the lion.
Do you think we can?
Asked Dorothy.
I didn't think we could kill the Wicked Witch.
Said the lion.
But you did! So now I think anything is possible.
We will help you,
said the oldest-looking Winky. It took several days of searching. They found the Tin Man, but they found only the Scarecrow's straw. They brought what they found back to the witch's tower. They repaired the Tin Man, and soon he was as good as new.
Thank you.
He said.
But where is the Scarecrow?
We could only find his straw, said Dorothy sadly. His clothes are gone,
Oh, yes, I remember.
said the Tin Man.
The winged monkeys put the Scarecrow's clothes in a tree. Let us go there, and I will chop it down.
At last, everyone was reunited, and they made plans to return to Oz immediately,
I will get a heart.
said the Tin Man,
I will get a brain.
said the Scarecrow,
I will get some courage.
said the Lion. And I will go home, said Dorothy happily.